Hello, guys and girls and everybody. Welcome back to another video. If you're not new, and welcome if you're new. Right now, we're sitting at 990 subscribers, which is crazy. This means, if my very simple math is right, 10 more people is all it takes to reach 1,000 subscribers, which it would just be super cool. It would be one of the coolest things like ever in the world. Yeah, so just wanted to say that, if you're new here, you can help out if you want to. Yeah, I'm drawing in the sketchbook, of course, and I really like this drawing actually. I think it's not that different than usual, but it's just nice, I would say. There's it has some good things, and definitely some things I want to do again, and probably some things I'm going to do in a painting, maybe. But there's still, stuff which is all right, and stuff I would change if I were to do it again. But I also like these drawings being fresh and, raw, and to show that not everything I make is a masterpiece and is something that, is great. I think there's a lot of knowledge and lots to be learned from making pretty bad art, or at least in your own opinion, making some pretty bad art and then showing it. Mostly to document it, because, like, it's like when you go to the gym. I don't know if any of you guys do that, but a very common thing you hear when you start going to the gym: remember to take progress pictures. And it's the same with art, because the progression at most times is very, very small until you reach a kind of a point. But that point may be farther away or closer than you think. Usually it's pretty far along the line. It may take many months, may take many drawings, many years, thousands of drawings to reach, your desired, art level or whatever. But the good thing about taking progress pictures and videos, which is also one of the reasons why I made this channel, is so you're able to see your progress. Even especially what you thought was good will, over the course of a year, become something that's decent or even bad. Not because it is bad or never was good, but because you've gotten better, or you've realized I like this more, or whatever it is. Which I think is awesome. Like, I think that's how it should be. It should be that you're continuously improving, which you will, but it's very, very small amounts. So you gotta, just look at it from a bigger picture, if that makes sense. It does for me, at least. Yeah. I really like this. So I'm also working on the painting still. Surprise, surprise. And I've reached a point where it's like, it could be finished now, and I could be like, yeah, it's done. But I could also do a little bit more, which I feel like could like make it or break it. But I'm kind of at the point where it's like, maybe I should just let it be how it is now, and then be done, not be done with it, because it's a really nice painting and nothing has really gone, wrong or whatever, or bad. It hasn't been a struggle. It's just been pretty nice. Of course, it's nice to paint, don't get me wrong, but sometimes there are paintings or drawings which just suck to get through, but it could be good, so you can't just, stop. But it's like, yeah, it makes sense, in my head at least. So I'm debating what to do, but I won't paint anymore today, I think. I'll just, chill, look at it, and yeah, then we'll see where it goes. Yeah. Right. What did I do today? Well, I woke up early at 6 a.m. in the morning, where I then, took a shower, got some coffee, and went to work. I worked for 5 hours, which was, decent shift, pretty nice. Nothing bad. Nothing. It was all right. Pretty good shift. Yeah, typical, I guess. I had a talk with my boss about some stuff, and she was understanding. It wasn't about her. But I can't. I shouldn't really tell it here, but it's just understand. You just telling you guys that I had a talk with my boss. It was nice, and she understood, and she was happy that I told it to her. Just some work stuff. Anyway, yeah, that was nice. So, and I got off early, which of course, yeah, I get paid less. But when you wake up that early and you've already worked 5 hours, I was like, yeah, it's fine because my shift should have been 2 hours longer, but we were, one more person booked than we were supposed to, I guess. But it's like 2 hours. I'll probably get another shift from some person in the same, what is it called? Payment period, the month. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So it's not like I'm losing money. I'm gaining time to myself, which has been nice and used greatly since I painted and I'm drawn, and now I'm making, the video, the voiceover, which you're hearing right now. Um, but yeah, so it's been nice, and of course we got paid, which was great. So I saved up, and that's good. Yeah. So I haven't really done that much. I'm probably not gonna do that much in the rest of the summer. I think I have a party tomorrow with some friends. I don't think it's not like a huge party. I think it's just some hanging out, drinking a couple beers, probably stuff like that, which will be nice because I have seen these friends in the summer, but it's been a little bit of time. But it's also like it's not like I can of course say, yo, my friend, shall we hang out or whatever. But like usually we do it at his house because he has his own apartment. Not his house, his apartment, because he has his own apartment, which is really nice because there's no parents you could disturb, or and his neighbors are pretty chill, and we're not noisy, but we're just like, if you were laying, you know, upstairs in your bed as a 50-year-old man, I would be sad if my son had, friends over for a party thing. But yeah, it's also just, really nice. Yeah. So that'll be great doing stuff. But I'm ready to start in school again. Just I can really feel it now. It's like, yeah, I kind of want that routine, and I want that, you know, yeah, you get it. But I'm mostly worried about how my workout routine will change because I have very good time on different days than usual, which means I will either have to work out later or wake up way earlier just to work out one day, or just, it should work, but it's not gonna work as great as before. But you know, that's all right, I guess. We'll see. I'll of course report in due time. Yeah, I really like this. Just kind of the deep black cheeks, or just the kind of shadows of it, and the eyes are really nice too. Yeah, just a cool drawing. Yeah. But yeah, having two early shifts in a row, it doesn't suck necessarily because like it's gonna be easier to sleep tonight than it was yesterday because I'm gonna, yeah, my just I'll be more sleepy because I was up earlier. So now my biggest struggle for today is like, okay, paint, draw, work, and then don't fall asleep. Because if I take a nap by accident, I will die tomorrow. Okay, okay, I won't actually die, of course, like that, but metaphorically, the shift will be 10 times harder. I did it one time where I just had trouble sleeping, and like I was there for 7 hours. It was just a hell. Like the shift just surprisingly, yeah. It's way easier if you actually just sleep and are well rested when you get to work. Who would have thunk? Who would have known that to be the case? So now I'm just making sure that I go to bed earlier than necessary, so I get tired, sleep, dong dong dong. So it all just works out, and I could really feel it today because I wasn't that. It was all right waking up. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good either, but it was all right. Um, but yeah, just doing a little bit about the ears here. There's a fun detail, some lines. I don't really know if they represent anything, but they're just cool. Yes, but I really like this jaw part here, where it kind of seems like it's open, but it's also kind of not, and it's really cool. I'm kind of giving him old man hair, just kind of blacking out some spots here behind and connecting it to the head. But I think it works pretty good with this one. It doesn't make the character look older because it's not necessarily supposed to be hair, but it just looks like it fits with the jaw thing, which makes the character kind of uniform, or at least more uniform than before, if that makes sense. At least I think it's super cool. I also did a half circle on the forehead, which I'll do like a little bit later, but you'll see it. It's pretty cool. But yeah, just doing some stuff. Just drawing. I really like this office pen I've got here. This really random pen. Like, it's really good. Or at least the color is good. Sometimes I wish it was a little bit smaller with the pen, the nib size. But again, that's fine. It cost me like €2, which wasn't great actually, but is what it is. Yeah. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do today, but probably just chilling without sleeping. That's the most important part of my day today. I have a package in a city nearby. I have a bracelet I bought. It's like a pretty cool bracelet, but I'm also like, I'll just pick it up after work tomorrow. So it's not like, yeah, I'm gonna wait a night, but it's not something I need. Like, yeah, of course I need it. I bought it. I thought it's cool, but it's not like I'm dying if I don't pick it up. I can wait. That's what I'm trying to say. Since I'm going to work tomorrow, because it's in the same city I work in, which is like 10-minute drive at most if I drive slowly. So it wouldn't even take me that long to get it, but I would just much rather just get it after work because save on gas, because I'm a student. Yeah. Either way, or anyway, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, because I really appreciate every time you do, especially now. Like, we're only 10 people away. Bye bye.